Welcome to the Key Stage 3 Maths presentation. My name is Mr. Connell and I'm the Head of Mathematics at Oxted School. I'd like to start by talking about the mastery approach of teaching mathematics. This is the approach that we follow at Oxted School. The mastery approach ensures that the understanding of mathematical topics are deeply embedded. This is achieved by the sequencing of knowledge into small steps alongside a variety of teaching techniques. These techniques could include physical manipulatives, visual representations, which all allow students to understand mathematical structure. The variation of questioning in a carefully planned sequence allows students to spot patterns and establish links within and between topics. The end goal being that students then become fluent in the incremental steps of a topic, allowing them greater capacity for higher order thinking. For Year 7, the classes are currently taught in tutor groups, with future set changes being based on prior attainment in the subject as provided by their primary teacher, in-class assessment that we will conduct ourselves, and their maths teacher assessment. For Year 8, the classes are set based on their prior attainment to this point. In terms of how the classes are assessed, in the first half of each term, we will carry out assessments that focus on the retrieval of core skills across the curriculum. Where there are gaps, we will deliver feedback lessons to explicitly teach those skills. In the second half of each term, we will carry out assessments on topics covered in lessons to that point. Students will receive revision lists in advance of these assessments and a designated homework revision slot in the week leading up to this. As before, there will be feedback lessons that follow on, which will approach areas that have been identified from the assessment. In terms of how you can support us from home, making sure your child has the required equipment will be extremely beneficial. We recommend a scientific calculator with the model number as displayed on the screen, as this will be suitable all the way to the end of the GCSE course. For homework, we set weekly Hegarty maths tasks that are on recently studied topics. There is an instructional video which we ask all students to watch first, making notes if necessary, then moving on to attempt the quiz afterwards. Finally, the key contact if you have a query relating to Key Stage 3 Maths is Mrs. Field, who is in charge of Years 7 and 8. I'd like to thank you for listening to this presentation and hope your child thrives in maths at Oxted School.